Hey, what's up? This is Molnuts, and today we'll be talking about a little class I'm taking called Psychology 101. So, for this psychology class, I can already tell our teacher is a little crazy because on the first day, she picked out a girl in the back of the room who was basically keeping to herself, keeping quiet. The only reason she picked on her because she had a red shirt. And she said that told her that the girl was outspoken. You know that one girl that never says anything in any class? The one that just sits in the corner and is quiet? Yep, she's the outspoken one because she has a red shirt on. That makes a lot of sense. So every Thursday, basically, in this psychology class, we have what's called a lab. What we do on these labs is we have to go out and find a random person and follow them around, writing down what they do, anything we find unusual. So basically, we are told to go stalk people for an assignment. What would you do if you turned around and saw a guy just walking behind you? He turned around, looked at him, he's like, so the guy's only been following me for, 15 miles. Out here on a nice brisk walk in the middle of nowhere. There's a guy 10 feet behind me. It's kind of weird. Basically, what they become known as is creeper days, because all we do is stalk random people on different days. What our teacher should have included on the syllabus is getting a minimum of 7 restraining orders, because that's what's going to happen in this class. Now, I'm going to work on the assignment she gave us for the weekend, which was to make a brain out of whatever materials you have. Seeing as how I didn't want to go to the store and buy anything, because I refused to waste money on a stupid gen ed, I decided to make my brain out of red Play-Doh. That's another thing that annoys me, is when you take in a college class and you gotta buy something stupid that'll help you in no way in the future. For example, last year I had freshman seminar, which is basically a class that teaches you everything you learned in high school. Taking notes, using PowerPoint. Basically, the biggest waste I've had so far is in this freshman seminar. I had to buy a piece of paper with letters and numbers on it, which was a code, for a website that answer questions and they tell me what my strengths are, because I don't know yet. You know how much this little piece of paper cost? $20. Anyway, let's get to making this brain. So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta roll the Play-Doh into a nice little ball, sort of a little lopsided for the brain shape. Then I gotta add the little tail that goes down back to the spinal cord. It's all fun. Now after that I gotta draw a line down the middle separating the left half of the brain from the right half of the brain. Now comes the long fun part. Take a toothpick to each side of the brain, draw all the little squiggly lines that are all the little parts of the brain, all the different quadrants, all that fun stuff. Don't gotta make it look too nice, all I gotta do is make it look somewhat like a brain. Of course, even if it doesn't look too good, it'll still look amazing compared to the other half of the people who are probably bringing a brain that's drawn on a piece of paper. A little oblong circle with a few squiggly lines inside of it. Probably the best quality work in a while since art class in high school, or maybe since eating paste and glue in kindergarten. Now it's basically done. I just put the finishing touches on it and called it good. Ready to turn in on Tuesday. So that's my brain. Doesn't look too good, doesn't have to. It is a gen ed with no requirements on this assignment, so I'm pretty sure this will work. Especially when I guarantee half the people in the class will come in with a brain drawn on a piece of paper. So that's basically it for psychology. Now onto something incredibly fun. Hebrew.